Hi guys, and welcome back. Just a short video today just to discuss indicators. Now, we had a go at doing a prac and a titration in class the other day, and you were told what indicator to choose, but how do you know? How do you know with the vast array of indicators around what indicators to choose for which titration? Now, obviously, the indicator you choose is going to be dependent on what's actually reacting in the vessel. And we're really needing to look at where that equivalence point, or where we predict that equivalence point, is going to occur. So indicators have different colours and different acidic solutions, different basic solutions, and in different neutral solutions. And where that indicator changes is called our endpoint. Now we want our endpoint to kind of be fairly close to where the equivalence point is, and that will come down again to your technique. So it's important to select an indicator then that's going to change in that steep part of the curve to achieve that. So if we have a look here, you can see these are the three main indicators that you're going to be using. There are others, and you may find that they may have worked, but these are the ones that we tend to use for the reactions that we're going to do. We've got methyl orange. Now it's red in an acid and it goes to a yellow, so they're quite distinct and visual colour changes there. So going from that red to the yellow, and that pH changes about 3.1 to 4.4. Bromethymol blue, it goes from a yellow to a blue, so again quite a distinct visual sign there that that endpoint has been reached, and it changes around that 6 to 7.6, so around that neutral range. And then we've got phenolphthalein, which is colourless to a pink, which is extremely obvious when that change happens, and it happens around 8.3 to 10 pH. So which one you choose is going to be dependent on what type of solution that we've got there. So if you're reacting a strong acid and a strong base, it's probably going to form in and around that neutral pH, and we'll probably choose our bromethymol blue. However, if you've got a strong acid and only a weak base, it's going to stay fairly much in that acidic range, and so our methyl orange will be an appropriate choice there. But then we've got a strong base reacting with a weak acid. We're going to have probably an excess of those hydroxide ions, and again it's going to probably be falling that equivalence point and endpoint in and around that 8.3 to 10 range, in which case we'll choose the phenolphthalein. And you could be given some of these reactions in class and be asked to choose the appropriate indicator. So it's important that you do know the ranges that these pHs will change, and so you can make an appropriate decision. What we're going to go into next though is looking at our titration curves. After we've done the practical experiences, we're going to see where this equivalence point lies on a curve, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to make sense of what we've been doing when you see it on a curve. We'll look at those in our next lessons. We'll see you then.